Alright, the MCU is finally back tonight with WandaVision on Disney+. Let's talk about those first 2 episodes. Everybody, so as I just said, we're now moving into the 4th phase of the MCU. It's been so long since we got any new MCU content, so I am excited to talk about the episodes with you guys. Just as a caveat, if you haven't seen already, I do have a non-spoiler review of the first 3 episodes of WandaVision because I have seen them early, but I am excited to actually talk about spoilers in this, so I want to thank you guys for actually checking in, talking about the show with me, and talking about spoilers on the channel. If you enjoy these, also make sure you like and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with all my other content related to this and other movie reviews. What is really great is the fact that Disney released 2 episodes tonight instead of the usual 1 per week, just to help flesh out the story, because it is a very weird, out there kind of concept for a show. And I did go into this with the mindset of embracing all of the weird, unique, stylistic choices they were going to make with this, because it was supposed to be a blend of many different genres, obviously the regular genres we all know with these kind of comic book related properties, but also mixing it with sitcom elements. And I must admit, even though I knew going in we were going to get some sitcom stuff, I really was not expecting them to just fully embrace the sitcom elements, where it's primarily almost all black and white sitcom, and just going full on with the sitcom stuff you always see, the laugh tracks, the aspect ratio shifts from the older time sitcoms. Main influences the show has given me so far is stuff like I Love Lucy, even that movie Pleasantville, and even a movie like The Truman Show. It feels very reminiscent of that with some of the stuff when it comes to Wanda and Vision. Both of them are so fun in this. I love all of the witty, cheesy dialogue exchanges they have between each other in the series so far. Both these episodes, they're really great. I think that Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen are both doing a fantastic job playing up these kind of surreal versions of these characters that we know from the MCU. Once shenanigans start ensuing in the show between Vision and Wanda having that magic show in episode 2, and also in episode 1 when Kitty Foreman, I know that's not her actual name, but Kitty Foreman from that 70s show comes over and they have a very weird dinner, I guess that's one way to put it. That main dinner scene was kind of the tipping point for me when I realized that obviously stuff wasn't as it seems, and you start to kind of build up that mystery element because of the fact that Wanda and Vision have no idea any sort of personal details about themselves. They don't realize that they're in this sort of weird simulation, and that's where the faults and the cracks start to really form, and it just keeps building on that in episode 2 with Wanda actually having these creepy interactions with the radio, because the radio starts talking to her and saying, you know, Wanda, who's doing this to you, and stuff like that. It's really ominous. I felt that that was one of the more strong things about these 2 episodes, is the ominous stuff in the background, especially towards the end of episode 2. We see that beekeeper come up out the manhole, and he has the sword. It's actually like a sword beekeeper suit, because obviously we saw at the very end of the first episode, when they pan out with the credits of the WandaVision series, simulation, whatever you want to call it, they're in a sword van, it looks like. You know, obviously sword is very well known in the comic books. They're basically like the space equivalent of SHIELD, but they have tinkered with the actual acronym, the way that it actually is spelled out, because now it's actually, what's it, Sentient Weapons Observation and Response Department. It's not, you know, Worlds. I think each episode has done a really great job so far at kind of leaving you hanging and wanting to know what happens next, because both episodes have really great cliffhangers that we both saw, and I just want to get to finding out what is the deal with this whole situation with Wanda and Vision. Of course, I would love to know if Vision's actually alive, because last time we saw Vision, he was very dead, so it's also a matter of, is he only going to be in this sort of town that they're locked in, or is he actually alive? I mean, that's also a question that you have to answer, I guess, eventually down the road. But I'd love to know what you guys think about the show so far. I think it's really fun. I didn't really touch on Kathryn Hahn's character as well as the next door neighbor. She's fun in the couple scenes that she had. But I really do like this show so far. It's fun, unique, definitely something completely different when it comes to the MCU so far. I think we're going to get way less of the sitcom elements as we go forth, as far as like the black and white and really hamming it up kind of stuff. I think we're going to get a little bit more serious as they more actually get into the details of the plot line and they figure out that they're actually in this sort of world, this little bubble. But yeah, that was quite an interesting first 2 episodes of WandaVision. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on what you thought of these first 2 episodes. Did you like all the stuff that you saw, all the weird, fun, unique stuff going into it, or you weren't a fan of it? I mean, either way, I would love to know all your thoughts about it, and also some of your theories on what you think is going to actually happen in this series, because we got many episodes left, because it is a 9-episode long series, and we are kind of just touching the surface when it comes to the material, probably also the mystery elements. I'd love to know all of the different thoughts about that. Make sure you comment in the comment section down below. I'd love to talk about all things movies, TV, and all that on the channel. Thank you as always for checking my reviews, though. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you like it, the subscribe button. You will keep daily reviews, show reactions, unboxings, and more. For the next time, I'll see you guys later.